This is pathetic, man. Deontay Wilder is a pathetic individual. At the end of the day, man, Mark Breland does not deserve to be fired for saving your life. Look, man, going out on your shield, I get that. That's a warrior mentality, man. But this is boxing. You can lose your life. You care that much about what the fans and the people think about you in that ring that you would go out on your shield? What about your family? What about your daughter that you was trying to provide for when this whole thing started? What about them? You're being very selfish. People, I understand that your pride may be hurt. Your fans probably hurt. But your family gonna need you at the end of the day. And at the end of the day, your family are the only people that's gonna be there for you when it all goes and blow up in smoke. You're not that good. You're gonna get knocked out one of these days. 42 fighters beat you by boxing. You landed the big right hand from God. You landed something that no one has been able to do in the history of boxing. When I say that, I'm saying no one has been able to just be a one-trick pony. One-trick pony, just a big right hand, and I'm talking about nothing else. I'm talking about completely nothing else. No footwork, no head movement, no distance control, no counter-punching ability, no uppercut, no hook. All he does is a big right hand. And you mean to tell me that you should be grateful for that? Grateful for that. I told you, he can go down in the history books as being the best one-dimensional fighter in the world. But you cannot compare yourself to the greats like Holyfield, Mike Tyson, Lennox Lewis, and others. You see what I'm saying? You can't. It just won't fit. Look, it just doesn't work. People watch the fights. People understand boxing. The historians who put people in the books know, they understand this. When my boy Telly Atlas said, that Tyson Fury is Muhammad Ali. When he fixed his mouth to say that, right, he also paused and said, let me explain. Because throwing out a blanket statement like that can get people upset. You know, and people can take his words out of context. Because he did say it, but he also continued to elaborate and said, he will never be as great as Muhammad Ali. As far as outside and inside the ring, when you talk about inside the ring, Muhammad Ali had a little bit more flair, athleticism, movement, skills, and better ring IQ. And I'm not just saying it because I'm black. I mean, it's a fact, right? But Tyson Fury got that touch, right? He got that, that thing, right? That it factor, right? The pizzazz, right? He sings for you. He dances for you. He gives you great interviews, right? He moves around that ring. He floats like a butterfly. He stings like a bee. And we learned that he's stinging, baby. He's stinging, right? He's doing great things. Mental health, drug abuse. We know it's what he dealt with in his life. So him coming back to the ring after getting all the belts, Ring Magazine, beat the champion, the reigning champion, Klitschko. He went on his little binge. But he got back together. He fought the biggest puncher in the world, Deontay Wilder, and fought him to a draw. Most people, the majority of people, believe he won. Right? This is facts, people. So we got to say, yeah, he got Muhammad Ali qualities, tendencies. And I'll tell you one thing. We'll never take anything from Muhammad Ali because what he did outside the ring far exceeds what he did inside the ring. Right? But what I will say is this. If your boy Tyson Fury goes on to beat that boy in the third fight, right? Go on. Fight Dillian White. Beat him. You see what I'm talking about? You smell where I'm going with this thing here. You see where I'm cooking, right? I'm cooking some things. Listen. And then beats Anthony Joshua. Woo, good Lord. Now, it's over. Boom. He done. I would call him the greatest of all time. Me personally, my opinion, right? Greatest of all time. On God in them. You smell me? On God in them. And imagine if he get in the ring with the Usyk's. You know what I mean? After putting hands and feet. Usyk's and the Dubois, that dude. You know what I mean? I'm talking legacy. But we don't need the Usyk's and the Dubois because those are the up and comers. But I just told you, Dillian, put hands and feet. Beat your boy sloppy again, which is going to be easy. And then Anthony Joshua, best that ever did it and got away with it. Period. You understand what I'm talking about? But at the end of the day, man, the point of the video was this, man, firing Mark. He's the great amateur. The guy who's been in the fire. The guy who understands boxing. Saved your life, bro. He put some years back on you, baby. Come back, fight another day, playboy. You know, Anthony Joshua lost. Anthony Joshua is much, much better, for better quality fighters, and lost. Similar. You know what I mean? Got hit hard, couldn't recover. I think it was a big difference how he lost and you lost, but that's my opinion. But, well, no, it's facts. You know what I mean? In my opinion would be something, no, that's a fact, right? Anthony Joshua got hit and he didn't get ragged and tagged the way you did. His corner didn't throw it in the towel like you did. He didn't go out on the stretcher like you did. He didn't get, you know what I mean? He wasn't, you know what I mean? So we ain't even going, he didn't get his jaw broken. He ain't have stitches. You see what I'm saying? He didn't wear a funny ass costume, walk up to the ring and with the black power. And you know what I mean? He didn't do none of that. Yeah, I'm talking my talk at the same time. But at the end of the day, right? Mark is a great trainer and great amateur fighter, and I believe that he did the right thing. Threw in the towel because none of those other people cared enough. They figured he got the eraser. Yeah, you have the eraser, but have you ever seen Deontay Wilder beat up and battered like that? Yeah, he had the eraser, but did you see him throw the eraser and it had no effect? Did you see how he was throwing it so weak, so slow, so telegraphed? It couldn't land if you put the goddamn... If you put Tyson Fury head right in front of the punch, he wouldn't have landed. He was hurt. He was battered. The man didn't just suffer, air ringing from getting rocked, right? Because we all know that reports say he didn't get his eardrum ruptured or broke. It was rocked. And he was getting hit in his chin. And he was getting hit to the body. And his arms was tired. And then big body for my boy Tyson Fury is putting it on him. You see what I'm saying? Give him a little hump here there. Licking blood. You see me? And then he went to the dressing room. And that's too far. And then they threw in the towel when he was so tired with his doofy ass walking up to the ropes, putting his hand over the ropes, tired as hell. It's tired, right? What you do that for, man? Tired. Because look how you looking. Look how you talking to me right now. You don't even know where you at. You get to the mic after they announce my boy Tyson Fury as the new WBC champion of the world, new Ring Magazine, and all that. You dig? Right? 2 times. You smell me? So they asked him, so what happened? He goes, my corner, my side, my team, like in a stuttering manner. He couldn't even, give a clear, coherent sentence. He was done, bro. You were done, Deontay. So your boy saved your life, B. And your trainer should have been able to look at that and say, enough is enough. We'll come back another day. This is going too far. His right hand is no longer alive. He has nothing left. Why get beat up anymore? But homeboy, and I don't like his trainer anyway. He's terrible. Because he should have taught Deontay Wilder some things, and he should have been stern with him. He should have said, listen, you're not going to be able to get away with this thing forever. It's going to be a time, it's going to be a day when somebody's going to ragtag you, and you're not going to be able to do anything. You're going to be defensive because you have no other skill. He should have been able to tell him that, but at the end of the day, a check matters more than telling your fighter what to actually do. Point is, he gets to the dressing room. Looking sad, looking sick. Couldn't even look his kids in the eye, holding his face with the rag, bleeding and leaking. And then they told him, we need some urine. Wilder, come knocking. Knock, knock, knock. Playboy, we need some urine, son. You heard? He couldn't give urine because he was so depleted. His kidneys was moving and shaking. They couldn't even, produce anything. And that wasn't because of the air. That wasn't because of the face. That was because of those mean, vicious body shots. You see what I'm going here, people? So you were bent up. You were hurt. And you were so hurt you couldn't even give urine. So your boy Mark saved your life, bro. You had to go to the hospital. Yes, but this is probably from dehydration. And you couldn't urinate. And you was spitting out blood, busted lip. Your jaw looked broken and swollen. Bro, like what else would you want to go through for boxing? But what's my boy Victor Ortiz, one of my favorite fighters, got his jaw broke against Tito Lopez. Y'all remember that? He said, I can't even talk. I can't even breathe. My jaw broke. Forget this. I'm out of here. Oh, you a quitter. Y'all throwing popcorn on him. Well, hold on, dog. His jaw is broke. He was winning the fight, but his jaw got broke. What do you want him to do? Continue fighting? I'm a warrior. And then when it's all said and done, he talking all funny for the rest of his life because he continued to fight and he continued to get his jaw this more broken and more broken down. No, he talking wavy. You know what I mean? He catching cases. I'm talking about. But the good thing is he's okay. And we got so many other, examples. Your boy, Zab Judah. Can't he coming back, keep coming back. His head got wrapped up, by some bum. And then, he had to go to the hospital, MRI, and they found that he had some, some issues and things of this nature. Come on, bro. You don't got to go out like that for the LDBC, man. The LDBC don't care about you. They using you as a tool to make money online, man. These dudes don't care nothing about you. They don't even go to your fights. They don't even buy your fights. They scream your fights. Maybe a select few. You know what I'm talking about? But the majority don't pay for that. You smell me? I didn't pay for that. You know what I'm talking about? I put money on the wall. I pump money in the box in some other type of way. But I had a beautiful stream. I seen it all beautiful. You see what I'm talking about? So, people, come on, man. Firing Mark was terrible. And you guys need to let him know that. You guys should send something to him and say, yo, man, man, you was getting beat up, bro. He did the right thing, man. I was saying, why didn't they stop the fight earlier? You know what I'm saying? I'm going to leave you with this. Watching some cocksucker. I'm not even going to mention his name because I actually like his videos. But the point is, he talks about how Tyson Fury is number one. What's wrong with losing to a guy who's number one? Well, good point. But the argument he liked to use a lot are skewed because you guys don't check these guys on what they say out their mouth at the time they say it. Because they knew, well, point is, right? Listen, Tyson Fury, in my opinion, is top three. I think he's number three. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Joshua number one. You know what I mean? Obviously, Deontay Wilder, WBC belt. We know he's disgusting, but he's number two, WBC. You know what I mean? And then I think my Tyson Fury coming back, he puts him in the third spot, right? So keep it there. Point is, prior to the fight, even the first fight, all these YouTubers were saying Tyson Fury's a bum, he's overweight, he whack, he can't fight, he fought Klitschko, it was boring, he got lucky on that one, he didn't rematch. When Klitschko went into the rematch, he went on a binge, so he never defended, you know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, you know what I mean? What has he actually done? Every other fight he fought, it was against terrible opponents. That's what they were saying. So he get in the ring, he put hands and feet on your boy Deontay Sloppy, right? And she showed, listen, I'm only 50%, but he fought to a draw. Majority of the people believe that he won that fight. Cool. So the rematch comes. Everybody like, oh, why they gonna put him down this time? Easy money. What has Fury done? Fury ain't top level. Fury ain't about that life. Fury got lucky on that thing. The referee was cheating, etc., etc. So that's my point. That's why this is a big deal. This is why we say that Tyson Fury schooled that boy, beat that boy, and made him look terrible. And no, Deontay Wilder shouldn't take the rematch. And no, Deontay Wilder will not be able to beat Anthony Joshua. That's why we say what we're saying. Because you guys doubted Tyson Fury from the beginning. So don't act like y'all was on the hype train as it was riding the first time or the second time. That's why. But you fans got to start telling these guys the truth. You can look at any of these guys' prior footage and you will see them saying the same thing that I said that they said about your boy Tyson Fury. But all of a something, they fans. All of a something. I told you guys that Tyson Fury was about that life. I told you guys that there's a chance he can knock out Wilder. They never said that. They never said that. They lying to you, bro. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, your boy CBT, I've always been consistent on what I say. Because I mean what I say. I don't cater to you guys. I rock with my subscribers. Salute to you. I rock with y'all heavy. Y'all know how we move. We know how we shake. Y'all know how I do. Y'all know what y'all gonna get when y'all come to this page. Point blank period. And all my good and all my bad. Point is, I'm consistent. You know what I mean? These dudes aren't. And now I'm not saying just because these dudes aren't, consistent, don't subscribe. Don't rock with them. Nah, I rock with them. You can rock with them, but all I'm saying is let's have a debate. Let's have some communication. Let's talk. I'll talk, and let's call these guys out. Let's expose the truth. That's the point. But Mark, I hope that you know what I'm saying, that you keep the job. I hope that Sloppy Wilder is in his feelings right now, and he'll come to reality once he wake up off the stretcher. Once he get up out of the bed, after he take a shower. I was just taking a shower, no homo, and I was just like, yo, I know Deontay Sloppy, like the water pouring on us, the cut to the mouth, and he looking like he would never forget Tyson Fury's face, you dig? You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, you rocking with your boy CBT, man. I'm about to get something to eat. Rock with your boy. Peace.
Down like I was never loyal to you and for the suicide. You changed up. down.